Hello, welcome to Bloom's Garden. Today I'm just going to be doing an update of what the garden looks like, and then I'll show you some of the fruit trees I have. Sit back, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So the first bed here is where we have the potting mix. So we have the carrots, beets, the bok choy and cabbage choy. So I'll just zoom in closely so you can see. So over here, all this you see is carrots. So as you can see, the carrots is growing nicely. So all the way to the back and then coming all the way down this way. So all this is carrots. And then over here, I have the cabbage choy. So as you can see, they are growing really nicely. And then at the back here, I have the pak choy. So that is here. And then coming over to the corner this way, we have some beets. So you can see that is this whole gradient here is beets. So it's coming together really nicely. So now I'm going to move over to the second bed. So this is one of the big beds. So here is where we had the lettuce. So I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see it's starting to come out. So there we have different types of lettuce. Even with the other bed this way, you can see some growing out there. And then over here, these big leafed ones are the zucchini. So you can see they are doing really well. And then coming to the edge here is where I have the cucumbers. So I just have this one and then quite a few growing on this bed already. And here we have the squash. So you can see also I have a few squash coming out already. And then to my Swiss chard bed, so all this is Swiss chard, so there's quite a few growing there already. So as you can see, all that is Swiss chard. And then my last big bed here is the kale bed. I know that was cut out from the first video. So all this you see here is kale. So it's growing, the whole bed is full of kale. So as it grows more, then you'll be able to see it more clearly. So just zooming in there a little bit for you to see. And then for the herbs, this one here, I have cilantro in here. And then the next one I have here is basil. And my spearmint hasn't sprouted yet. And this one is also basil. You see, you have a few growing there. And then coming this way, I have the potatoes. So the 3 pots have potatoes. And as you can see, they are all growing nicely. And then to finish off, I have a parsley here. It hasn't started sprouting yet. And some rosemary. I think I see one or two in there that is starting to come out. So I will just continue to show you that on the update. So now let's just quickly look at some of the fruit trees and then we'll be done. So I'll just hover through the whole garden so you can see what it looks like. So this one here is a cherry tree. So as you can see, it's starting to produce already, even if it's a small tree. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see some of the fruits. So you can see this one, even the birds are already disturbing it. But if you look down here, it's producing quite a few fruits already, and just touching it, some of them came off. And so all over the branches like so. So for those of you wondering what the cherry tree looks like, so that is it. And then this one at the back here, it's in my neighbor's compound, but it has some either plum or apricot on it. I'm not sure which one it is. So that is for the first one. That is a cherry tree. Pear tree. As you can see, again, it's not that big, but if you look closely, it has started producing. I'll just zoom in really close. That is my daughter, just ignore her. So there's a few fruits here and there already. So I'll just show, and then there's, you see some other ones here. So there's one here as well. It's just covered with leaves. So the tree is not too big, but then it's been producing already for a while. So this is the last one. This is an apple tree. I was supposed to prune this year, but I didn't. So now it's starting to produce. As you can see, the branches are everywhere, and I think there are, is it 2 varieties of apple on this one? There are 2 different ones. So I'll just zoom in. So when it gets really big, it weighs the tree down. So I might have to take off some of the fruits. So you can see it's starting to produce even the lower branches this way. They are all starting to produce. So hopefully by next year, I'll give it a really good trim. That way it's able to grow a little bit more straight. So that will be all for this episode. For those of you wondering how long it's been, so I planted on June 2nd. Today is June the 15th. So just about 2 weeks and we have it thus far. So I'll keep trying to give you a bi-weekly update. So that will be all for now. And from my Bloom's Garden crew, don't forget to like,
share,
and subscribe.